Our ProChangeFitness, I'm going to give you the 5 pillars to wellness, my beliefs, my personal training aspects, what I include in my life, and what I'm going to express to my clients, what the 5 pillars in the most important range are, and what is going to be helping our clients. What's up, Eric? When we talk about 5 pillars, there's 5 pillars, and always number 1 is sleep. If you're not getting your quality sleep, and we're talking 7 to 8 hours sleep, you're not going to be able to do the other 5. Hydration, not going to be able to exercise, your nutrition and stress management. You're not going to be able to do those things. One thing I do is chew gum all my lives, but when we're talking about quality sleep, if you are sleeping and you're waking up at 5 hours and you feel good, you're feeling good for the day, I mean, your body is at its optimal level. But what I always recommend, you want 7 hours. You want that 7 hours. Your body likes to reset and rebuild. It doesn't rebuild during your workouts. You're breaking down your muscles when you work out. You're breaking down your muscles when you're stressing. You're breaking down your body when you're putting your body through methods that could be harmful to you. So the 5 pillars, sleep. And I'm going to have series through my ProChangeFitness company, as you could say, my business. I'm going to be going through each one in depth. What's up, John? How are you, my man? When you're talking about sleep, it's important that you plan ahead. It's a 24-hour process to make sure you have quality sleep. And when we're talking about the quality of sleep, we're talking, number 1, you got to develop melatonin. Hi, Renee. So melatonin, that means getting sun exposure. A lot of people are wearing sunglasses. A lot of people are in the windshields of their cars wearing sunglasses. That's not helping develop melatonin. And coming off of 2020, we need a boost in our immune system in 2021. So you need a boost of your vitamin D, vitamin K, and supplementation from the sun. So I do a lot of infrared light therapy on days where it's snowing, that sort of thing. Melatonin helps boost your immune system, helps your mitochondria, your microbiome boost by getting that quality sunlight exposure. So that's the first part of that. And then decelerating your technology, your phone that you're looking at right now. You want about an hour, 45 minutes before you go to bed. You better shut down all electronics, because that's the blue lights are sending signals to your brain like, stay awake, stay awake. And you don't need that. No, you need high quality sleep. And a couple methods that I found are you have to have healthy microbiome. That means prebiotic, probiotic food to help get your body set. So at nighttime, your body can flourish. Because you know at nighttime, that's when all the inflammation, the processes start. Your body starts rebuilding, and those probiotics are important. So one thing, I don't take melatonin supplements because I get sunshine. The second part is magnesium supplements that maybe contain probiotics. That's just the foundation of getting good sleep. And that's pillar number 1. So I'm setting this up for you. Pillar number 2 is hydration. People don't get enough hydration. They're like, well, how do I burn that fat? How do I make those gains and get that healthy body, get my cholesterol down? If you're not having adequate, proper water, the highest quality water, you're not going to be able to do your exercise. You're not going to be able to do proper nutrition. You're not going to be able to sleep well. So at all times, if I can find RO water, it's reverse osmosis water, which a lot of companies have these filters on the backside of their water fountains. They have 5 filters on the back, 5 small filters with a big container. That's RO water, reverse osmosis water. That's your highest quality water. Now, those are stripped from minerals, so I add mineral drops to that. But the water, I always have my water bottle available. Wherever I go, I have water with me. And People are like, how much should I drink? Just think, 3 liters, you're good. So if I drink 4 to 5 of these, I've had adequate water. I think I've already had 3 of these already. I upgrade my water. I already have lemon in my water. When I cut up lemon, I always put a wedge in there. And MSM, I always add that to my water. And in between eating, when I'm starting to feel a little hungry, I'll add collagen peptides. And I'll put a BHB, a little keto drive in my water. High quality water. And that's important wherever you go. I always have a case of water in my cars, just in case I'm like, I forgot my water bottle, which it rarely happens, or you break down said road, you need more water. So you need that. Your body consists of 70% water. So I covered sleep, hydration. So the reason why water goes hand in hand with the body is sleep, you need the sun to sleep. 2, the other pillar was hydration. So without the sun, without water, you die. It's just like a plant. You could sit there and try to feed these food crystals to your plant. You could try, but if it's indoors and it's not getting water, it's not going to do any good. You could try to flex it. That's your exercise of the plant. So for flexing the plant, and there's no water, there's no sun, it does not grow. It'll die. And so will your body. You try it sometime, and you won't ever see my life. So without the sun, without the water, you'll die. So that's why hydration is important, because your brain is mostly water, and you need that. You need that for it. That's why I make sleep number 1. Hey, Alan, how are you, man? Water is always number 2 right below sleep. So that's why that is important to those pillars. If you're getting 7 and 8 hours sleep, you're drinking your water. Number 3 on my pillar is going to be nutrition. When your nutrition is off just a little bit, your body knows. Sometimes you have stress your body to the point your body has to recognize it has to adapt. So I'm going to give you a little tip here, because I'll go more in depth on my ProChangeFitness business, which I launched last week. Super stoked. But the simple tip is you have your macros. Everybody knows what macros is: fats, protein, carbs. And what lays in the middle of a plate's always meat. But then you have carbs. You have your potatoes, your rices, your breads. They're piling up on that plate. Could be once a week, twice a week. Your body will actually store those carbs. So here's a little tip. Reduce your carb intake. Reduce your carbs just a little bit. Just a little bit. So you're like, I love my pasta, Rick Shady. Okay, you love your pasta. Cool. You have your bowl of pasta. Reduce that. Add more protein. Add more fats to it. Watch the changes. You'll be shocked when you do this over time. And I've been doing it for a while. I've reduced bread. I've reduced a lot of my carb bowls. I used to do carb bowls like pasta bowls and that sort of thing. I can eat a lot of carbs because I burn it. So if you reduce just a little bit of your carbs and you up your healthy fats and you up your protein, same calories, and you don't have to count calories, by the way, you'll see a transformation in your body. You'll start dropping just a little bit of body fat at a time. And over time, I mean, I posted a picture on my profile. Thank you, Gage. When I posted on my profile a picture side by side, me at 30 years old and me at 45. You know what the difference was? Obviously, knowledge. Got the knowledge. But a big piece of it was nutrition. When I started shifting and adding more healthy fats, we're talking avocados, the olive oils, more oils, the butters in my coffee. When I started shifting this, my body fat just started. I was getting ripped, but I was still able to have what I enjoyed in life, the desserts, your beers, and that sort of thing. Reduce the carbs just a little bit. So if you just reduce that, let's say you like your breads. And I did this this past weekend. We're out eating with a bunch of friends at a restaurant, ordered a burger. So I had the burger, full size, and I started eating the burger as normal. Once I started to where there was mostly of the bread on the burger, I took off most of that bread and I ate the protein, the avocado, and bacon. That's part of my high fats. I ate more of that. Look at the pictures from this past weekend. I didn't gain body fat from that. I didn't gain body fat. So after that, my body was really craving carbs the last 2 days. So if you just reduce that, you'll be on point. The second part of nutrition. So the pillars are sleep, hydration, nutrition. The other part of nutrition, and this is super simple, is to add a little bit of mixed greens to whatever meal you have. Just a little bit, but not the one with the kale and the mixed greens. Just a little pinch. If you want to put it on your burger, cool. You want to put it with your eggs, cool. You want to put a bit, I make a blender of green smoothies every day. That's cool. That's your mixed greens. That's your nutrition. That's a great tip. Because every bodybuilder that I've seen, they have their big protein mix, they got their healthy fats, and they got a little bit of mixed greens, arugula and things like that. But especially for females, they eat a lot of salad. They eat a lot of salad, but your body adapts to it. So if you're a salad eater and you like your salads, start shifting. Start shifting to a more high fat and a little bit more protein and watch what your body does. The trick is with the more salads you eat, the more roughage and the things that it does to your intestines, the things that it does that you don't know about, leaky gut syndrome, to the microcuts, to how your body has to digest the food. So that's a real good tip. And I'll get more in depth on ProChangeFitness on my other page. All you have to type in is ProChange. And you can also go to ProChangeFit.com is my website. I have all kinds of things out there right now. So launching this, I've had to get on all social media platforms. The fourth pillar is exercise. The fourth pillar is exercise. The more you move, the better you feel. If you're sitting, your body's going to get used to sitting. For every 1 minute of sitting, you have to take 11 minutes of standing or movement. So if you're at a sitting job, you better get one of those stand-up desks because your body's going to get used to it. Your body will form to whatever you do. So just like the Vietnamese, they get down, they get in their squat. Look at how well. They don't have good bums because they don't lift a lot of weights, but they're always in that position. If you're American, you got a job, the fat is here. A fat gathers here because it's how you're sitting. So the key is you don't have to exercise like 15 hours a day. But I developed a program, 15 minutes a day of movement. 15 minutes a day. And I've added anaerobic movements, body movements. You think you know it all? Yes. But have you used this method? Some call it HIIT training, anaerobic training. When we take movements and we make it 50 minutes a day is minimum. If you can get 1 hour, that's great. That's fantastic. I suggest going on the walk. The walking is probably the best exercise you can do, the least impactful. Walk your dog. Walk your dog. But once an hour now. Once an hour, at least get 5 to 10 minutes of walking. You're like, well, I don't really exercise. You are made to walk. Humans have legs to walk. We don't walk on our butts. You are meant to walk. That's how our body is made. You're meant to move, and it's called piezoelectricity. If you sat there for a while and you're laying down for a while, you could be on vacation, you get tired because you've been sitting too long. And you get up and you're like, ugh, I've been sitting too long. And your body gets lethargic. The difference is between not moving and moving is letting your body spin. So think of a top. You spin the top, it's going to keep moving. When you let it sit, so does your mitochondria and your metabolism. So you're going to find that. Your body doesn't want to do what it does. And there's my mentor. What's up, Daryl? There's a great mentor, teacher, the master at all. I sit a lot. Eric. Here's the key to life, and I kid you not. I've done this when I've been studying for the last couple weeks to get my certification. I got a nutrition certification. I put my laptop on the island where it's higher, where I can stand and read. Sitting is not my thing. Yes, and it's hard to be able to boost your body up, get moving. It's called piezoelectricity. And when you are moving, so does your metabolism. And you gotta get right. You are completely right. I'm in a wheelchair. So if you are in a wheelchair, we have our upper body. If it depends how much you can move. So if you are paralyzed from the legs down, or you have pain in a certain part of your body, you want to use the other part of your body. That's what the difference is. You got to keep it moving. Not about me, about this life. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I appreciate that. So the 5 pillars: sleep, hydration, nutrition, exercise, movement, whatever. The 5th pillar, what do you guys think that the 5th pillar is? This one is for the ladies. This one is for the ladies. Yes. The 5th pillar, stress management. I can look at a client, and I've been coaching a long time. I can look at a client, and she will say, I have a lot of fat it's over my gut, and I can't get rid of it. Your visceral fat, the ones that are covering your organs, that you're going to be in danger with, that grandma died because her organs failed. She had complications. She had other issues, just like grandma. You don't need that fat. Stress management. Stress management. The more you start overloading yourself and worrying about things that are out of your control, the more fat you're going to gain. We call it mentum fat. That's the fat. So the stress levels. Now, you'll always see me. Daryl can attest this. My mentor, the master, is a piece of gum. I'll be chewing on wood. I'll be chewing on something. It's probably not the best thing to do to boost your probiotics, but it's to tone my vagus nerve. It's to get me to pay attention, but also calm my nerves. So stress management. There's a lot of free things you can do for stress management. One of the easiest things to do, go for a walk, no distractions. Get some sun exposure. When it's nice this weekend, take off your shoes, take off your socks, get on earth, ground yourself. The difference between somebody that's always in shoes, always on concrete, never touching the floor, and somebody that's on the beach and playing in the ocean, night and day. Have you ever heard somebody say, I got in the ocean, it sucked. I really hated it. I never want to go back. The feeling, the negative energy that you get from the earth, from the ocean, from the sand, like night and day. It's unbelievable. If you can get grounded, do it. Do it. You'll find me in the summertime, I'm barefoot. When they go to give me pedicures, they're like, why are your feet so dirty and nasty and rough? I ground. I ground. And I'm never wearing a t-shirt. No, I'm surprised I'm even wearing a shirt on this live. Get grounded. Stress-free. Talking about stress-free. These are the easy tips. I'll go more in depth. I'm going to have these chapters in ProChangeFitness. I'll have that on my page. I'll be going live. If you guys join my page, you like it, you share it, I will expand more on it. These are just some little teasers for you. But you have to get the foundations. You have to get them in the right order. You're like, oh, I'm stressed, so I'm going to drink. Well, that's the 5th pillar. You know, you shouldn't be drinking and not stressing. You need to get your sleep, because sleep is most important. You can't rebuild. You can't burn that fat, that stubborn belly fat. If you're not moving, you're not expending that energy. It's storing the fat. You become depressed. You can't sleep because you're thinking about all the things. The stress is keeping you from that. And you can't sleep. You tell me what it's like having not a good night's sleep, and you just feel horrible. By morning time, it's like a hangover, and you can't operate. You can't think straight. You can't retain things. You don't feel like working out. and you sure the heck don't feel like eating healthy, you're like, I could use some carbs and cake right now. It's true. It's true. So those are my 5 pillars. Hopefully you learned something. And it's my pleasure. If you guys ever want to reach out to me, there's so many ways to reach out to me. Obviously, Facebook, message me, website, ProChangeFit.com. Daryl's helping me plug into a more advanced website. I'm super stoked. That'd be ProChangeFitness.com. And I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. I have Gmail. So